She needs to feel that she is losing you before she can appreciate you. What do I mean by that? If you're in a relationship where your girl is just not acting right, she is constantly taking advantage of you, she's constantly emotionally manipulating you, maybe even physically manipulating you using sex, and she's got you wrapped around her finger, got you under her thumb, the way to correct that is for you to essentially start ghosting her, but also start making the moves towards walking away from her, right? And this is something that a lot of guys can't do, but you have to, right? Because it's the only way it's going to fix things. Because really, a woman really can't appreciate you until she feels that she's losing you, right? You don't even need to be dating this woman. You could just be friends with her. You could be trying to get with her, and you could always be like this friend that's always there for her. I don't recommend becoming her friend, but you could be this friend that was always there for her, always at her beck and call, always returning her text messages. She could always rely on you as a shoulder to cry on. Then all of a sudden, you watch some red pill content on the 33 Secrets or my Alpha Secrets TV channel, and then you realize, like, man, you know, M's making me feel like a fool, you know, with all this, you know, common sense about female nature, and I'm gonna stop letting her take advantage of me, you know. And next time she calls you, you might not pick up. Next time she needs a shoulder to cry on, you're like, hey, I don't get anything out of this. Go cry on some other dude's shoulder, right? I ain't your emotional tampon. And you start pulling back, right? You start withdrawing, so to speak, and she starts to feel that. Okay, she starts to feel like, hey, I don't really have this guy under my spell anymore. What's going on? Am I getting older? Am I getting fatter? Am I getting uglier? Right? She'll start to question herself, start to get a little insecure, and then something magical will happen. She'll start to appreciate you more. She'll start to value you more. Might even become attracted to you more, right? Which usually happens as a default of that. So it just does, you know, it has all the right effects, basically, when the girl feels like she's losing you. But say you are in a relationship, right? Say you're in a marriage or an LTR, and your woman has kind of been poison dripping you for a while, just not treating you with any value, at least the value that you feel you deserve for what you bring to the table in that relationship. You take good care of her, you're nice to her, you know, I mean, you cook, you clean, you know, you take care of her car, all this stuff, and she's not valuing that. The way to correct that is for her to feel that she's losing you. You to start withdrawing, right? And usually emotionally is the best and easiest way to really get a woman's attention, because they can feel that emotional withdrawal from you, right? You're just not as interested in her anymore. You're not as interested in engaging with her as much anymore. You're not as interested in investing your time with her as much as you used to. And she will feel that, and she'll go, okay, what's going on? Am I losing him? Right? Did he meet somebody else? Is there someone else? What's going on? And she might just point blank ask you, like, hey, what's going on? And you can tell her, I just don't feel like I'm being appreciated. You know, for what I bring to the table, for what you have with me, I do not feel like I am being appreciated here. You know, and she could either do one or two things. She could say, okay, how do we fix that? That's what a good girl would say, right? Because as long as she's willing to work with you, that's good, right? If she says, how do we fix that? Great sign. But if she says, hey, well, tough cookies, time to go, man. Time to go. Right? I mean, and it doesn't mean a girl like that won't change. It just means that you have to go the extra step. You have to take things to another level, which is basically walking away from her. You know, at that point, you do have to walk away, right? If she just has, like, walking around with no respect to the point where even you emotionally withdrawing is not having any effect on her, and she's still, you know, acting as if she's, you know, queen of the world, no, there's a problem now, right? This cannot continue, because she's not even willing to acknowledge your pain, the fact that you're feeling this way. She's not even willing to, entertain that. She just wants to live in denial and be like, oh, TC, man, tough cookies, and kick rocks. No, it's not going to work, because you're not going to be happy, right? And life is short, man. I always tell you guys, it always boils down to the fact that life is short. You're not going to be here for long. You should be happy. You should want to be happy. You should want to enjoy life. And if this is the way she's going to be, then guess what? You need to withdraw. But it just goes back to my point that a woman really does not value, especially a woman like that, does not value unless she feels that she is about to lose you, right? Unless she feels that she is losing you, right? And this works like gangbusters on guys. It's just that we never apply it in the reverse to our women, right? But it works like gangbusters on guys, where guys, and many times the guy's not even doing anything really wrong. It's just the chick met some new hot chat at her job, and she wants to bounce on the guy, and then the guy starts to feel, she starts withdrawing from him and starts hiding her phone or social media. She doesn't spend as much time with him. She doesn't go out with him as much. She doesn't return his calls as much. Next thing you know, like, the guy starts to feel that, that he's losing her. He starts to feel that emptiness that's about to come, that loss. And so, many guys will mistakenly try to fix these invisible behaviors that they're not actually doing, that they think they're doing because the woman met somebody else, right? And then they'll go to work and be like, okay, girl, I want to fix this. I just want you to be happy. I want us to be happy. I want us to have a future together, and all this other nonsense. And it doesn't fly, right? But regardless, I mean, it does work in the reverse. Like, it does work on women, where, like, she needs to feel that you have one foot in and one foot out the door in your relationship, right? That you can take off basically at any time, and you don't really need to stick around for this, piss poor treatment that she's giving you. But it isn't until that she feels that she's losing you that she will begin to value. I mean, most women that are normal will shape up, right? They're not going to continue going down this path of like, oh, let me see how much more I can get away with, like treating this guy like garbage. Let me see how much more I can get away with and how much he'll put up with, because once you let her know that you're not, this isn't going to fly with you, and you're willing to walk away, and you even, you can point blank tell her, like verbally tell her, like, I'm ready to start dating somebody else if you don't knock this off, right? And I have told a few chicks that I dated in the past that, you better start acting right, because I'm telling you, I just don't want you to be surprised if I start dating somebody else. Because if you can't deliver just basic girlfriend behavior on a silver platter, what am I doing here? Right? I don't need to be here. So you need to start acting right, or you need to shape up or ship out, as they used to say, right? Shape up or ship out. You need to get it together. And many times you holding that girl accountable will be very attractive to her. Okay? Because most guys don't hold women accountable. Most guys let women get away with just the most retarded behavior and treating them like absolute, dirt. And then they continue to do it, right? I don't want to see that happen to you. So if you need your girl to appreciate you, if she's not appreciating you enough, if she's just not acting right, and she's just not acting like a girlfriend, as many of these women fail to do these days, right? Many of these women want to become a girlfriend. They want to be your girlfriend, but they don't want to act like a girlfriend. They still want to go to clubs. They still want to go partying. They still want to go out with their girlfriends. I mean, girls not out, just us girls. Turn off their cell phones. They're up to, no good, right? they don't want to act like girlfriends. You don't stick around for that, because they're just gonna, you know, keep escalating that behavior, right? They're just gonna keep doubling down on it as long as you don't do anything, right? It's kind of like being being in a schoolyard and being bullied, right? You just kept letting the bully hit you in the face. He's just gonna keep doing it. He's just gonna keep hitting you harder. You know, it's not until you turn around and you bop him, like hit him as hard as you can and knock him down, then he's like, oh, this guy actually will fight back. This guy will defend himself. Make sense? But as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you there in my comments.